Hi, Miles Sanders here for TECS 301, Module 9, Reflection. So, the first question about which surprised you about breaking copyright laws or not meeting fair use. Um, yeah, I'd kind of heard a little bit about schools getting in trouble for copyright, so I knew a little bit about it. I was actually a little bit surprised um, the things you are allowed to do, like as far as but it makes sense that you can play a clip of a movie if you're trying to give some historical context. But playing an entire movie is a lot different thing. That's more for entertainment, not education. Um, but I'm glad that they do make some copyright exceptions for teachers that a news station can't just play for 5 minutes of a movie, but in class you're going to be allowed to do that. I think that makes a lot of sense. um, what examples have you experienced where educators have broken copyright laws or fair use policies? Is it a really big deal? I have heard of schools getting in trouble with Disney. A lot of time, like I know that Disney is strict about making schools pay for licenses to run their movies, and obviously they have a lot of popular movies that schools want to use to for for entertainment purposes. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but I understand that they're want to protect their content, and they can and will enforce it because that's how the laws are set up. And the schools don't really have a right to show it without paying for that licensing. And then on the fair use quiz, I scored like a little over half the first time, so I missed quite a few. But I was surprised some of the questions about copying software. I figured you wouldn't be allowed to do, but they said you could, which I'm guessing maybe that has something to do with if it's labeled as single use or not. And then there was the one about like a play where they put on cats, but they don't charge any admission, because you would think that if they're not making any money off of it, that it doesn't matter. But since it's like a reproduction and that could hypothetically lower their ticket sales of cats, which it doesn't really make sense, but it is technically breaking the law. So, yeah, a few things on that surprised me.